Oh, hello again and welcome back to my channel, and I have the next two dip powders from Rossi Nails, and I also have the clear and the liquids, but we're going to open these two and take a good look at them. I struggle to open the boxes, but I just love this packaging that they come in. So we have this gorgeous green, Electric Dreams, I remember correctly. I'm not too sure, but I will link it below. Let's take off the Seal Protect cap and take a good look inside that pot. And there we go. One gorgeous, nice summery green. Oh. And now for the purple. Again, I apologise, off the top of my head I can't think of the names, but I will link them below. And that is the shade number should you want to look it up on the website, but as I said, the link will be in the description box anyway. So we'll just take the protection cap off of this one and have a look how gorgeous this purple is. And there we go. So again, I'm going to be using these on my Cindy hand, and I have my nails all protected and ready to go. So we're just going to get a few extra bits and I'll be back. Okay, I've got some brushes because I'm going to attempt an ombre. I also have a little pot here that I'm going to put some powder in because we're going to be doing a marble. And I'm also going to be doing a colour block with these two particular polishes. So we're going to be working on multiple nails at a time, doing different techniques. So just bear with me. I will explain all as I go along. So first off, we're going in with number 2, the base. And on my pinky, I'm going to paint a very thin coat from cuticle to tip to cover the whole of the nail. And use the two brushes to make a purple to green ombre. As you can see, I'm wiping off the excess on the inside of the bottle and not the top of the bottle, so that way it won't get glued shut. So a nice even thin coat. Pick up the two brushes and just pick up the powder and just tap it to sprinkle it over the nail. You can see I'm twisting my nail to make sure I cover all of the tip. And then when I'm happy, just dust off the excess. Take the other clean brush and the next colour and dab on to the remaining part of the nail. Tap off the excess, and that one's started, but we'll leave that to soak into the base. And we will work on the next nail. So again with the base, a thin layer from cuticle to tip. And then I'm going to dunk it straight into the green as a base before I carry on with the next part. As you can see, it's a gorgeous pigmented shade. Just get my dusty brush and dust off a bit of excess polish there, and now we're going to powder, sorry. We'll go back and finish the pinky. I have a clean piece of tissue to now wipe my brush on, as I don't want it to get glooped up with any powder. So just paint another thin layer of the base, covering all of the previous powder that you dipped. wipe the brush, put it back, and this time round we're going to go for the purple first. So again, pick up the powder with the brush and tap to sprinkle it over the nail until you get the desired effect that you're happy with. Brush off, oh sorry, tap off, and then just do the green again. It's just such an easy technique to do. The variety of designs are just endless, and there is one quick ombre now. So I've got so much going on my table. We're a bit squashed, but now we're going to fetch in the little tray and a scoop, and we're going to put some of the green powder in first because it's the lighter of the two. And then after I've got enough of the green powder, I will put some of the purple in, but not a lot, and I'll try to centralize it down the middle of the green. Just a tiny bit more, and then with a orange stick and the pointy end, just scribble in and mix the powder together, which gives you your marbled effect. And then over the nail that I dipped with just the plain green, I will add another thin layer of the base coat. Making sure to cover all of the green powder. And wiping my brush before I put it back into the bottle, and then I will turn my finger over and gently push it down into the marbled design. Tap off the excess, and there is one marbled look. Okay, let's move that out the way and move on with the next nail. So what I'm going to try now is a colour block, and these do take a bit of trial and error to achieve the smooth, crisp line between each of the colours. So a nice top coat, base coat there, and then at an angle, just dip in the nail so far. Like so. Tap off the excess, and then the next colour, go the other way. That wasn't quite far enough. Tap off the excess, again into the green. If you see I hold my finger there for a while, that's to get the powder to adhere to the base. And then finally all into the purple, tap off the excess, and there we have somewhat of a colour block. And I'm just going to let that sit for a moment because I'm going to fetch the marble back and do another marbled nail. I'm going to add slightly bit more purple to the green and mix it up again and do another marbled look. The marbles are so fun to do because each nail will look totally different. The colour possibilities are endless. So before we dip into the marble, we are going to do a full green coat first. As I said, we're working on multiple nails at a time, so it's a bit of a mix mash video, but I hope I'm explaining each different look that I'm creating to you in enough detail for you to understand. Of course, if you have any questions, please leave me a comment below and I'll do my best to answer. So we'll just let that sit for a moment before we dip into the marble, and we're going to redo the colour block one more time. And the good thing is with the colour blocks the second time round, you already have the colours there. So you already have a line, so to speak, so you know how far to dip your finger in. So again, just push in up until the green, tap off the excess, and then into the purple. I do apologise for being out of camera view right here, but so much on my table, doing so many different things, trying to remember where I was, but there we go. And then one last dunk into the purple. We're just going to brush off some of that green powder so we don't cross-contaminate the two colours. And that is one final colour block done. Now we will go back to the second marbled look. As I say, you can go for so many different looks with dip powder rather than just a plain solid colour. And they are fun to use and to work with. The colour range is absolutely beautiful over on the Rossi Nails website, and I will link all of the products below so you can go have a look for yourself. So there we go, one ombre, two marble and a colour block. So all I'm going to do now is dust off the excess powder. And then I'm going to put my two powders away and come in with the clear, as I want to give them a nice clear cap so I don't lose any of the design when I file or refine back into shape and buff smooth. And I'm also going to be encapsulating this flower on the top of my ring finger here, and to do that I just apply a layer of the base all over the nail again, remembering to wipe the brush because of course I'm going over dip powder, and then just place the flower on the nail of the finger and it will adhere to the base coat and will stick into place. And then once it's stuck down, just tip the clear over it with a spoon, as you can see I'm doing here, and that will soak up any of the remaining wet base coat. So we're going to quickly clear cap the rest of the nails now. So then I'm going to remove the spoon because I've got rid of the excess powder. I've got no chance of cross-contaminating with powders into the clear coat. As you notice, I'm not doing the ring finger as yet because I'm waiting for that to soak in a bit more. So that's all those clear coated. And those three I'm going in with the activator and put a nice amount of activator over each nail, and that is to cure all the layers of dip powder and base coat. Again, I'm leaving the ring finger just for now. We will come back to that one in a moment. And I quickly just did a marble on my thumb. Okay. So back to the ring finger now. Going to dust off any excess powder that may be on there. Make sure the flower is adhered and stuck down nice and flat. And then I'm going to apply another layer of the base coat, because I obviously, when I come to file and buff, I don't want to ruin the petals of the dried flower. So So we're going to dunk into the clear, dunk, dunk and dunk. And that is now encapsulated. So I'm going to apply the activator to this one now and then tidy up and let them all dry, and I will file off camera just because it's quicker and easier for me. Okay, they're all filed and refined back into shape and buffed nice and smooth, and I'm going in with the activator once more and a nice even coat of this over each now, and this is what helps the top coat dry to a super gel-like glossy finish really quickly. So quick and easy to do. There we go. And we'll let that sit for a moment before we come in with number 4, the top coat. Get a nice new clean piece of tissue because I want to be wiping the brush again, because I don't want to contaminate my bottle of top with any activator, because that will totally harden the top and we do not want that to happen. So for the first coat, as you can see, I'm wiping the brush on the inside of the bottle top again. I just do quick even strokes, try not to go over where I've already painted. And wipe the brush each time. And this coat dries really quickly because of the activator. And then once that's dry, you can go in with a second coat of this number 4 top to give you your super glossy finish. And I'm also going to be adding some bling to my nails using this second coat of top. So there is my bling. I'm going to do my second coat of top and then add the bling with my little dobby crystal thing here. And again, you have to work quick with this because this will dry quick as well. So working on one nail at a time, pick up the gem and stick it to the wet top and try and get it in the right places. And just leave that to dry and it'll stick firm and just look absolutely fab. And I will post a picture of my finished look at the end of this video, as I always do. And as I said, I hope you found this helpful on how to encapsulate, do an ombre, a marble, a colour block. Such a jam-packed video using these 2 Glam dip powder polishes and liquids from Rossi Nails. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye!